A local organization is known for helping veterans, heroes, and first responders thrive at life. They're hosting a night of fun and music that you don't want to miss. Joining me now is Lamont Christian with the Big Red Barn Retreat. Lamont, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks, Randy. How you doing?
Great to have you here. For many veterans across the state, you all are a lifeline. Yeah. For those who don't know, what is the Big Red Barn Retreat?
You know, so the Big Red Barn Retreat, I like to say, is the best known secret in the Carolinas. So we're an organization, nonprofit, that supports our military, our first responders, and that's active duty or veterans, and their families. And we offer different programs and services that really focus on a holistic approach to community, you know, being able to be around people that have similar backgrounds, perhaps. We also look at from the perspective of peace, right? A place of peace, making peace with our past. Yeah. And then ultimately finding hope. You know, a lot of times when I'm struggling, I may not know that there's hope, but I may have a feeling, I may even believe it, but that's what we're able to provide through the different programs and services is community, peace of mind, and of course hope.
And the services that you all provide, it really helps those individuals who have faced, for some people, traumatic events. What keeps you coming back? Why do you constantly help those or carry the burdens of others?
Yeah, two things that you said really is part of I would call it a mindset, right? When we talk about trauma, definitively, that's a clinical term. If you look at it from a positive or growth mindset, those traumas, those experiences in my life are actually what we call challenges. And so now what has happened is if I look at it as a challenge, and no challenge is good or bad, it's just a challenge, I can then focus on my own abilities to get through whatever that might be. And so when, it's funny, the co-founder of the Big Red Barn Retreat, Barbara Irons and her family, Sutton Shaw, what often is presented to them are the gratitude, the opportunity to say thank you for providing this. And when people do that, it's very heavy emotionally for them. And they're like, man, you know, this story really struck me. And this was only one story. So how do you do it? How do you do it, Lamont, where you're able to do this every day? And what I say is I don't carry those stories with me. You know, those challenges in those individuals' life, however traumatic it may have been for them, as they share it openly and recognize that I'm not judging them for their natural response to that experience, I'm allowed to see what they do next. When they begin to put joy in their life, when they begin to revisit the positive things that they have to offer to other people, but more importantly to themselves. Like, what are they doing to make themselves feel better and be better? Yeah. And so, yeah, that's what I'm able to walk away with. And each time I step into the situation, as dire and as much despair that person may be in at that moment, it's what happens after they find their way and their ability to push through that adversity that I'm able to talk about.
Is there a particular session that stands out to you the most, or we could say having to help someone with a challenge? Is there one that stands out? You
know, it's not one that stands out, but I think it's an overarching theme where every person that I talk to at some point says that they were very hesitant about seeking out this new way of taking on life. And whether they decided to come to our coffee group that meets on Fridays, or whether they decided to participate in the music therapy or our equine assisted therapy, or if they filled out the application to come to Warrior Path, one of the comments that is most common that always happens is, I didn't know what to expect. And then what's followed behind that is, I'm so glad that I made that decision. And so for me, each one of those really come back to the very reason why the Big Red Barn Retreat exists, right? Again, to help people find a place of community, belonging, and then being able to pursue the continuation of taking care of themselves. Yeah.
Speaking about finding a community, you all are hosting a major event Fall Jam
Yeah.
to kind of bring that community into the Big Red Barn in a sense.
Yes.
So tell us about the Fall Jam.
Yeah, so our Fall Jam, we do one every year. This year we have Rodney Atkins coming out, and he's got a couple of singles out there that most people might be familiar with. And we're hosting it at the Township Auditorium downtown. It's November 8th, and it starts at 7. There's all kinds of tickets still out there, so get your tickets. But yeah, we open our, and I won't say our doors, so to speak, but we open up our mission.
All right.
And we share during the Fall Jam and this concert an opportunity for people to come together and experience much of what we do at the Big Red Barn Retreat. Again, that community, right? Everybody coming together, wanting to listen to some good music, spend some time with people. We have people who have participated in our programs that are actually at the concert as well. And there's, the opportunity to give back. So the tickets for our military and our first responder community, for instance, are discounted. And so we want to, again, tell the community, one, thank you for supporting us. Tell the people that participate in our programs and services, thank you for participating and continuing to support us. But then we just want to get together and have a good time as well. Yeah.
Okay. Lamont Christian with the Big Red Barn Retreat. Thank you so much for being here. We do appreciate it. And of course, we'll have more information on the Big Red Barn Retreat and the Fall Jam on our website at WACH.com.